I feel like a game show host with my microphone on a toothbrush. So, hi everyone. I literally am a game show host. Welcome back. Guys, it's been absolutely ages. I don't even know how long, probably about 6 months. And I thought I'd just do a quick episode on me coming back to podcasting, where this is going, where the F have I been, what's going on with my outfit. That's the other thing. So this is Backseat Positivity. I'm Dawn, and I'm very happy to welcome you back, and myself, to be quite honest. So let's get started. Number one, I am in a fantabulous mood today, and I thought, do you know what? If any day is the day to get my podcasting journey restarted, it's today. I was just feeling it. I'm absolutely smashing life. I'm going through all my tasks. My phone's going off in the corner, and it's very distracting. And I have been on a pursuit of attempted happiness, and I'm not there. I'm not, no one's ever there. But this is where I'm going to go with the next I'm going to call it a series of podcasts. I've also been begged to come back multiple times. So, hi, Sophie. I'm back. You're welcome. This is for you. And I have been travelling, as you may know, and that is the main reason I actually stopped the podcast. Well, paused it. I never stopped, guys. I never stopped loving the pod. All right. So what happened was I went traveling in, was it March? I think March 2024. I stayed there for 2 months. That was not intentional. And then, I got out of the habit of podcasting twice a week. I got out of the routine. I had like 8 podcasts set up. I'm going to take my slippers off. Wild. I got out of the routine of podcasting, and it just sort of fell by the wayside, okay? But we're sorting our lives out. And that is actually going to be the next episode. I'd just like to give you a little teaser. I was actually going to combine these 2 episodes. I was going to do an episode on, where I've been, what I've been up to, what's going on with the podcast, where are we going in life, and then merge it with how I'm turning my life around, because it's happening, guys. It's happening, and I am a first-hand witness. So I was going to do both together, and then I thought, no, Dawn, you can talk for England, so you need to split it into 2. And the other issue is I will probably need to split it into 2, because this needs to be fairly short, because I haven't podcasted in a while. So I only use my camera for podcasting and, for sexy beach shots of when I'm feeling sexy, which is not right now. And we'll get on to the top in a minute. If you're just listening on the podcast, I am bloody sorry, because you are missing out on quite a treat. I think this is going to be my new podcasting top. This top didn't have a job before. I'd like to tell you that I bought this top for £5. And that is the only reason I bought this top, is because it was £5 from a vintage shop. It's wild. I look like a rainbow sailor. And I had nothing that it went with, obviously, because it looks like a rainbow threw up on me. So I was like, what do I do with this? And just now, because none of my batteries were charged, because I'm disorganized, this took me about an hour to set up, and none of my batteries were charged, so I had to put them on charge. I thought, you know what? We're on a day of ticking off jobs. So I went and did some of my hanging up of my washing. What I'd done was I had got all of my washing off the washing line, and, just to save it as a problem for later, I gathered it all up and I just shoved it in my wardrobe. Like, there was no hanging involved, there was no bags, it was just shoved in the bottom, and I was happy with that, because out of sight, out of mind. But I thought, you know what I need doing, because that pile ain't getting any smaller, you know what I'm saying? And I've got more stuff hanging up, and wow, I'm talking about my washing. So I thought, do you know what, I'll go and do that. Then I saw this absolute monstrosity of a t-shirt, and I looked at my background and I thought, oh Christ. I tried to jazz it up with a little bit of colour, because we're on the move now. We're on the move. We're on, game show host, moving, head vibe with a microphone on a toothbrush. That is how ratchet this is. Now, we obviously had the rainbow wall before, but I felt that it was a bit static. I wanted to move. Yeah, I wanted to move. I have wanted to get into stand-up for a while, but I am significantly too afraid to do it. So this is my interim period of getting into stand-up, because technically I'm standing up, whilst also not having the direct public humiliation of nobody laughing at any of the things that I say. Now, I'd like to point out that everything I say right here is actually not scripted, so I'm not trying to be funny. I haven't written any jokes, but if that's a side effect, I won't be sad. So, give it a little like if I make you chuckle, or even smile in your head, when you don't laugh out loud, but you say lol, but actually in your head you were laughing. If that happened, you need to give it a like, or a little comment or something. So I go off on so many tangents. I'm so sorry. You're just gonna have to accept it, okay? I can't change it. It's my boyfriend tried to change me for a long time when I was, getting out of the shower onto the bath mat. I should really call it shower mat, to be quite honest, because I'm getting out of the shower, although it is a bath as well. Shut up. So I'd get out the shower and he would want me to dry myself off in the shower. And I'm like, dude, that's what the bath mat's for. It's purposefully absorbent so that when I get out of the bath or the shower, it soaks up the water. And he would be very upset with me about this. And I'd be like, we've been together 4 years. It's not changing. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to get used to it or leave. So he shut up about it now. So that's pretty great. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying you'd have to get used to the fact that I chat shit for half an hour straight. So we've set up for the podcast. We've talked about traveling. We've talked about my friend begging me to come back. This might be my new podcasting top, by the way. I'm kind of thinking, I was basically trying to say that this looked bland as fuck because I moved into a standing position. So I needed some colour, and I am now a moving ball of colour. That might be the thumbnail. Woo! So this, I can't imagine that this ever goes with anything. Why did I buy it? Please, somebody tell me the psychology behind that, because nobody knows, not even myself. But I think I found its role in life. It is wild podcasting top. It's unforgettable, to be quite honest. So I quite like it. It's a nice plain background with a dying plant. So I've put a living plant next to it to show that I'm not fully incompetent of looking after live things. But this one is also a bit damaged, and we're also going full lockdown. I look great on the top vibes, but also really bad on the bottom. I was just wearing slippers. I could also not be wearing trousers. I'm getting very hot with my studio lights and moving around so much, so they may be coming off. Stay tuned to find out if Dawn's trousers come off. I just need to check on the battery because, quite frankly, it's dangerous. If you've been listening for a while, you'll know that my battery saga never ends. One day when I'm rich and famous, I will buy a camera that never runs out of battery because I will plug it in. I tried to plug this one in. It wouldn't let me. It didn't work. It was saying no, no, no. She tried to make me go to rehab. She tried to plug me in to charge my batteries, but I said no, no, no. Have you guys watched the Amy Winehouse Back to Black documentary? Because I have, and that is where that reference came from. Anyway, I'm in one of those moods today where I'm just on fire. Thankfully, metaphorically on fire. And I have not physically set fire to myself because I wouldn't be here and I'd be in hospital. I have actually been on fire once before. It ended pretty quickly, and that was the end of that. And then I did also burn my arm significantly once with a kettle of hot water. But those are stories for another day. So yeah, I would like to add in a nice little stand-up touch. Not only will I be standing up, but I will also be, I should say, stand-up comedy touch, because I could just say stand-up and then it's literally just about me standing up. but actually stand-up comedy, so I know I'm putting this on the internet. I get that. But it feels like there's no harm. That's a dangerous thing to say. It feels like I can't be actively publicly humiliated, which I know, again, are all dangerous things to say, but there's something different about having human eyes, physical human eyes, looking at you and not laughing. The eyes shouldn't be laughing, but the humans attached to those eyes should be laughing. Now, it's a bit scary if they're not. So I'm working on it, okay? Maybe if people in the comments say, Dawn, why the hell aren't you doing stand-up yet? I'll be like, okay, lady or person, I will. So, basically my whole life is influenced by people on the internet that I don't know. So, no, I will get there eventually. I'm getting a lot of confidence. I'm getting confidence. I'm writing jokes every day. They're not really forming into anything, but maybe one day they will. Maybe I should tell one. I write one joke every day. It's I don't know why, but podcasting really gets my nasal mucus going. So, see, this is the thing. When I'm podcasting, I don't feel like I'm trying to be funny. I just feel like I'm talking. I'm literally just spitting my mind. I'm just like, whatever comes into my mind, I regurgitate it outwards, and that's what you hear. None of it is scripted, and that, again, checking the battery. And maybe that's a dangerous game, and maybe that's what makes it shit. But that is the situation. So, again, get over it. I ain't changing myself for no one. Shall I I'll just read the first one that I've written. It's so bad. The thing is, these are just verbal vomits from my mind. Tom really liked this one, actually. But maybe it was the delivery, and I don't know if I can deliver. If you lower your expectations, anything is possible. No, see, it was bad. That was the bad delivery. I think it was more like, well, if you lower your expectations, anything is possible. No, again, I feel like it's too forced. If you lower expectations, anything's possible. Who knows? 1, 2, or 3. Guys. Oh, this one's actually quite funny because it's about a penis. And that's always a funny joke. You don't even need to be a funny person to make a funny joke about a penis. So the context is Tom threw a banana skin in the bin. And and he goes, he walks me over to it and he goes, Dawn, you need to take a picture of this. I honestly think my boyfriend, unintentionally, in his acts of daily life, is one of the most amusing people to watch. I've honestly said multiple times there are several people who I would like to video just to show everyone their lives, because they are entertaining to watch and to experience their strange, awkward perception of the world and their very bad misfortunes, to be quite honest, because of personality traits, or maybe they're just inexperienced in the world, or maybe they've got a funny kind of caricature personality. So no one will let me film them though. So that's the sad part about this. So he makes me take a picture of it. He walks over and goes, you need to take a picture of this. And I'm like, why? I'm literally imagine this. I'm standing in the middle of the street taking a picture of the inside of a bin. The inside of a bin with a banana skin. I wish I had the picture. Maybe I'll try and find it and put it up on the video, because it looked quite nice. Tom says, and I quote, "It's so artistic, but my banana kind of ruins it." So he's obviously thought, oh, it looked really nice until my banana went in it. Why am I explaining it? See, this is why I need the practice, because if I got up on stage and started explaining all of this, people would be like, oh God. And not just the people with obstructive sleep apnea. It would be everyone. So, and then off the hoof, because I'm fucking improvising and funny, I'm like, that's not the first thing your banana's ruined. So there we go. Those are my terrible jokes, everyone. Insert ba-dum-bumch here. Right, so we're actually using my iPad for notes. I did say that none of this is scripted, but I do have my iPad for bullet point notes, so I did slightly lie. It's semi-scripted. Very briefly, you know when you watch a PowerPoint, and some people do a really bad PowerPoint where they script like the whole word and they just go, fossil fuels are bad for the environment. They cause lots of carbon monoxide and it makes cows die. And they read it off the screen and you're like, you realise that I can read. Like, I didn't need you to verbalise this in the most boring manner possible. But thank you very much. You're getting paid for this. Excellent. I could have got a robot to do this. I could have got AI to do it for free. But anyway, so I'm one of those exceptional people that can write bullet points and then talk for hours about each bullet point without a script. So that is me. Okay, we've covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we didn't really cover travelling much. Do you want to hear about it? I don't know. So I went travelling. It was supposed to be 4 weeks. Then it extended. It went to 6 weeks. And then I was like, I don't like being financially stable. I would like to put myself in financial ruin for, short-term gratification. So I stayed for 4 weeks and that was a terrible idea. But did I have some good memes? Do I have some good memes? It's not in the past. My memories are still hopefully in here. Yes, it was very hot. Hotter than I am now, that's for sure. It might be trouser taking off time. Who thought this would ever happen? I've honestly built up a sweat in all of the crevices of my body. And it doesn't matter because if you'd accidentally somehow skipped that part of the podcast, you will know no different that I am now trouserless. I actually have socks on still. So anyway, I went travelling, put myself into financial ruin, and then I'm slowly trying to recover from it. It may take 2 years. Don't do me. Don't do me and don't be me, basically. I can't also now step too far back because you'll see my panties. So I feel like I don't really need to go into travelling that much. Like, you can go look at my YouTube channel if you want, at Dawn Barlow, DAWNBARLOW. It's not difficult to spell, but everyone asks me how to spell it, and I'm like, guys, I'm Gary Barlow's wife. That is who Dawn Barlow is, and me. But thankfully, she trumps me when you Google it. So, whenever I do anything horrible on the internet, no one finds it because there's someone much more famous than me with the same name. There we go. I don't think you need to hear about my travelling because it was basically like a whole experience of finding myself and, gap year, but significantly more expensive. Anyway, where is the podcast going? Well, number one, I'd like to make it into this, flowing, standing up vibe, especially as it's winter and I'm going to need to keep warm. And this is certainly doing the job. Woo! I still got the spins. And yeah, I used to be a gymnast, by the way. Pretty good. And I am going to start. This is an absolute plot twist, everyone. Prepare for this. Prepare. I am going to start writing jokes. They're going to go into the podcast. You're not going to know because they're going to be so good that they will be hidden. No, you'll probably notice to start with, and then hopefully I'll get better, and then it'll be less traumatic to witness. But, that's the thing. Somebody commented on my YouTube channel the other day, like, how is this even, content? Guess what? You've got to put in the reps, and some videos are shit, and some videos are bangers. And you're not gonna, Picasso painted 65,000 paintings in his life. Not all of them were bangers, all right? Most of them were probably piles of shit. But I can't tell you, but I don't even know what one of his paintings is called, apart from the one with the blocks that's red, blue, and yellow. That's the only one I know. And there's a bird that's blue. I think it's a dove. Anyway, you have to be prolific. to be, I was hoping to make that like rhyme, but it didn't, nothing came to me. You have to be prolific to be fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to start podcasting weekly. That's where this is going. I think we were at one point, I don't know how. I got very burnt out doing this, okay? I was daily vlogging, uploading a video every day. It almost killed me. And they were terrible. And I was podcasting 3 times a week. That got the reps in, baby. I was like, bam, bam, bam. But it was very tiring. Then I went down to twice a week. That was way better. I think I'm going to do once a week. I'm doing shorts every day. I'm trying to get a YouTube video out. I've got a lot of issues with procrastination and problems with my procrastination and time management issues. We'll get there, okay? It's a work in progress and it's happening, but I think I can manage 1 podcast a week, and I think, do you know what? That's better than nothing. And if I need to go down to one every 2 weeks, well, that's fine too, because you write the rules, Dawn, and that's the end of it. Anyway, I haven't got the stamina like I used to. Also, my batteries literally need changing in my camera, so before they die, I will go and die. I will cut this podcast here. You're welcome. If you did like it, guys, like it. If you want to stay around for more, subscribe. Backseat Positivity's got its own channel now, so this is going to get uploaded onto that channel. And, you know, there's a list of shorts on there from clips, from the podcast, you know, the highlights. And you could just watch those if you want, but you can also watch the long things, like, you know, the big, long form, if you've got the attention span and TikTok hasn't killed all your brain cells. So, and shorts as well, YouTube shorts. So, there we go. I think I need to wrap it up quicker. I might do the next one now. So I'll see you next week, but in the weird time continuum, it will be 5 minutes later. Thanks so much for watching. I kissed you on the microphone. Kiss me through the microphone.